Nigga acts about me, nigga acts about me, nigga acts about me, nigga acts.
What's up, y'all? This is Let's Be Conscious, and I'm back with another video. So for tonight's topic, we're going to talk about Marlon Wayans, one of our favorite fathers. Let's get into it. So I'm just minding my business, scrolling on my phone, and I see that he's doing another interview. And because I made my first video, Marlon Wayans, Pride of Pandering, every time he does an interview now, I watch a little bit of it just to see what he's talking about. Just because I want to know if I'm right or not. And usually my discernment, my intuition is on point. So he did an interview. I saw a clip of an interview he did with a guy named Neil Brennan. Neil Brennan is a comedian. I guess he's a colleague of his. He probably has a podcast now. He did an interview with him. And of course, the clip that was circulating is the clip talking about his trans child. I'm going to slide that clip in right here.
And that's
did
what
you try to talk them out of it?
Of course. I try to hypnotize that bitch.
Yeah, I believe it.
No. I did. I was like, no, wait, hold on. And like I said, and I protested, like against it. And you know, and I don't say that with pride.
Right.
Right. I look back on those actions, and
it's funny how you can be
I'm
so embarrassed by something you did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like that was I was only 50.
Crazy. I was embarrassed the moment I was forced to love my child in the mirror. I was embarrassed. And it only took me a week.
About your behavior?
Yeah.
It took you a week to realize like you're doing this wrong?
The transition for me, because their transition was like a 3-year process, 4-year process.
Yeah.
My transition was a week. Look in the mirror, I was embarrassed.
All right, so you just watched that clip, right? And did you catch his words in the clip? Like, black man, when it comes to fatherhood, like, are y'all okay? Like, what is it? Why did he have to refer to his daughter as a bitch? My apologies, child. Why did he have to refer to his child as a bitch? But I guess when she decided to transition, he still thought in her mind as she was a woman. So even me saying bitch, like coming out of a black man's mouth, sometimes bitch is synonymous to woman, which is why I don't like when they be like, oh, female this, female that's the same as saying bitch too. Along with the video that I did talking about Boosie, where his daughter had to speak on him and really get on his ass, just like Boosie, which is why he probably came to his defense. Just like Boosie, he cannot stop running his mouth about his child's sexuality, gender, identity, whatever. He cannot stop running his mouth about the fact that his child does not conform to standards that we're culturally accustomed to. And that's really my biggest issue. You know, feel how you want as a parent. You have a right to have an opinion on your child. I draw the line when you try to publicize it and you try to monetize it, because your child can't play that card. They can't go on tour and just, okay, wave the flag, you know, and oh, that's going to get me on. But every time you want to talk about your child, it's a viral clip. You know, as soon as you let them letters roll off your tongue, you know people going to ask you about that stuff. And they know it's a hot topic, so they're going to book you. You're going to get money for it. It's pandering. Whether the parents are accepting or not, which, given Marlon Wayans, like his vernacular and stuff like that, like even when I was looking up that interview to put the clip in, I seen that he had another interview in a Breakfast Club, and I'm going to throw that clip right here.
You really about to just say fuck it? You really?
He wasn't here for last time. He wasn't here last time. He wasn't here last time.
Nah, it's kind of owed to my trans child.
Got you.
Shut your ass right up, huh?
Yeah, but no, that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I said you gonna tell everybody fuck it, because everybody was giving you flack because you posted all the pictures.
I tripled down. I don't believe in no. No, you want to start this? We gonna keep going. We gonna keep on going. No, I'm gonna keep on going. We gonna keep on digging. No, you started it. So but it's not even about them. It's really about me and my transition as a human. I throw myself under the bus because I wasn't with the shits. I wasn't like, yeah, this is great when they first decided to go down this road. I was against it because I'm like, yo, you're not looking at life. You're doing this now in your youth. You may regret this when you like 45 and you have a kid and you ain't got no titties to breastfeed this nigga with.
Jesus Christ.
So, as a parent, I was like, protesting, but at the same time, I went through this journey from ignorance and defiance to complete acceptance. And I just think a lot of people need to hear the truth and hear a story. I tell funny truths, things that, hurt me, or things that, I'm imperfect and I'm not all the way, there. I don't always have the right answers, but I think it's good to be human and be human on the stage, because when you talk about truth, now you're not just telling jokes. Now you're actually healing. There's people in the audience. I got people coming up to me after my shows crying like, oh my God. And they did it with good grief, and they doing it now with the Wild Child Tour. It's crazy.
Does your son get offended? Does your son say, Dad, enough now? Like, you've been on the Breakfast Club twice talking about it. You've been talking like enough is enough.
Oh, they tired of my shit. But see, you like your college paid for, so what I got to do is I got to talk about things. I'm sorry, baby. Dad gonna do what he do.
The beautiful thing about art, if you try to tweet or even probably explain.
So y'all saw when DJ Envy asked him, "Oh, is your child tired of talking about it?" And notice he kept saying like, my trans child. Like, why can't you say your child's name? Like, the way they talk about their children in these interviews, they're not humanized. Boosie, Contaminate, Marlon Wayans, oh, my trans child, and they, them. Okay, if you're a trans child, if you're trans, I thought they, them was something, for non-binary people, but I guess if you're trans, you can choose that pronoun as well. But Marlon Wayans never affirmed his child's gender. He never said he or anything like that. It was no flow. So when you want to say, oh, this is my journey to acceptance, yeah, I've accepted this, I've healed, I'm no longer ignorant, and make a platform and try to make money off of it, and you can't even come out your mouth and call your child. It's just something about it. It just don't flow to me. I don't feel the sincerity. But at the end of the day, I just feel like you shouldn't talk about what your children are doing or how they're living if you really love and want to protect your child. You can have an opinion and an ideology, and you can have an opinion on an ideology. However, when your child falls under that umbrella, that's the point where you need to draw the line and say, you know what, I'm not going to go there. Because you don't even want to slip up and say something that's going to hurt your child's feelings. And like I said, okay, well, you're going to make your money. He said it himself. Oh, well, you want your college paid for, right? So guess what? I'm going to keep pimping out your identity. Hey, that's what we do. It's the business. It is what it is. You want that bread, right? It's fucked up. I give it a few years when his trans child, I believe that name is Kai, when they come out and they tell their side of the story too. I've seen this shit with Boosie. Trust me, it's going to happen. And I had a somewhat messed up coming out journey. So I could imagine the anxiety, the feelings that these kids are going through. Even having a parent that's famous, you got to deal with that. But every time you open your phone, your parent doing an interview, your parent speaking on you. Even when they could be beefing right now, not even talking. But I'm going to open up my phone. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. But you know what? Both of these children also have mothers. Where are the mothers? Why y'all not speaking up about this? Well, maybe y'all doing it behind closed doors. I don't know. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But the response sometimes need to be just as loud as the disrespect. Like, you need to come for your child. His child ain't out here making money on doing interviews about his freaking child support case. Or how he's 52 years old and still ain't get it right. 52 with a child support case, dog. Like, come on, man. He goes into these interviews knowing which clips are going to go viral, and also what's to generate buzz. But I guess that's the business. Can't sell shit if you ain't selling out. I guess your kids on the table too. And it's not all black men, but the black male image, y'all are the worst example of fatherhood. Y'all cry about child support when y'all pay the least amount by race. Welfare took y'all out the home. It's 2024. Y'all ain't found y'all way back since. Black women are the most highest educated demographic in the world. If not the world, definitely the country. And 80% of black homes are fatherless. And wait till I drop my video about the black nuclear family when the family look like mine and I post them pictures. Y'all gonna be really pissed off. But hey, like, y'all let everybody pass y'all. Shit is crazy. Then y'all blame the woman when the child come out or turn out the way that y'all went like, oh, the woman's raising them. Right. And to the people in my community, don't eat this shit up. Like when somebody want to put on a pride shirt or something like NLE chop or something, want to align themselves with a gate, that's just for a check. Don't let nobody should be making a bigger bag of our community than us. We got to control our narrative. The average gay person is not going to get a bunch of interviews unless they just came out and everybody's shocked. They're not going to get a bunch of interviews. However, if you're a straight person and you hate gay people, you're going to get interviews. If you're a straight person and you have a child that does not conform to cultural standards that we're used to when it comes to sexuality or identity, you're going to get that bag. Let's be safe. Let's be conscious. Let's control our own narrative. I'm out. Peace.
You mistake heaven for being rich, honesty for being a clip. Soon you won't even be able to tell the difference between your daughter and your bitch.
Nigga X about me, nigga X about me, nigga X about me, nigga X.